Hi Paragon Mills artists, I hope you're doing well, staying healthy and practicing that physical distance. This is our third or fourth now mural visit and artist feature. And today I would like to introduce you to Lakesha Moore. She's an artist here and also a teacher, a professor. Hi Lakesha.
Hey, how are you? Hello, young artists. Nice to I guess say hi or meet you. I wish I could do it in person, but we're here on video. So.
Well, thank you, Lakesha. Lakesha, can you tell our artists what you do in Nashville?
I work at Tennessee State University in the Art and Design Department. I am an art education coordinator and I teach studio courses.
Great. And what made you want to teach and what drew you to art?
Well, I've always been an artist. I think I started painting, drawing, or at least drawing and using pastel colored pencils in first grade. I remember a drawing that I did from first grade, and I don't have a lot of memories from when I was little, but that's one memory of me making art and creating. So yeah, I've always done that. I think I became more serious in middle school in 8th grade.
Wow, that's incredible. That's a great story. I can almost imagine you as a little kid and getting those oil pastels. I know my students at Paragon Mills love oil pastels, just the way that you can really blend colors really smoothly. So you brought us to this mural. So everybody, we're in East Nashville. There's Gallatin Avenue and Eastland. So if you're familiar with this side of town. And before Lakesha mentions anything, I want you to, for this week's assignment, I want you to think of the importance of lines, of how we see lines in our environment. Like right now I'm stepping on this stone and there's just lines everywhere, and lines really inspire artists, and that's one of the things I want you to think about for this week. Well, how do you see lines and how are you able to create with them? So Lakesha, why of all the murals in Nashville did you bring us to this one to teach us a little bit?
Yeah. Well, normally I'm in North Nashville and there are some beautiful murals there, but I grew up about two main streets over off of Dickerson Road. So this is an area that I grew up not too far from. And when I first saw this on the wall, I shop at the Aldi next door. And when I first saw this on the wall, I was shocked. I was like, where'd this come from? Because I'm a painter and I like to work with bold colors. And I saw all the colors that this mural has on it, and I was immediately drawn to it. And one thing that I like to highlight is the map over there. I really like maps because they are symbolic for whether it's travel, showing what direction you can go, but they also kind of leave things open-ended. You know, you don't always have to follow the prescribed route to places. You can make your own. And so I really like the fact that map is in the corner and all the lines, they kind of shoot off into the various parts. You have the fruit and the vegetables, and then you have this east side, you have the letters themselves too are here, and then you go back into image. And I think it's the way it was designed, the kind of collage and piece together, really creates this impactful statement, and it's a bold statement that deals with food, travel, place, and I think too belonging as well. But yeah, that's kind of why I chose this place, or this mural.
I heard you use the word collage. I understand collage as, you know, when we're thinking of like paper. I know some of my students did a weaving project this year, and a lot of you took tissue paper and construction paper to create your sea creatures. But how would you explain your idea of collage, Lakesha?
Okay. So even when I make paintings, sometimes I will take pieces of paper from newspaper clippings and I pieced them together on a sheet of paper first, and then I transferred onto a canvas or panel. And so the way I see the muralists here, the East Side Mural Company, the way I see them doing this is the fact that they've overlaid these images, whether it's the map on top of this blue, these two different types of blue, then you have this branch of the peach tree that's coming over. So you're overlapping images, you're overlapping the colors, and they're coming together next to each other, you know, just kind of creating this whole image, even though they're very different things. So for me, a collage is definitely bringing things that are different, but putting them together where they can create this harmony and this something that just makes sense when it comes together, whether it's through color, image, line, you name it.
Wow, it's really incredible. So the first week we started these, we talked to an artist, Omari Booker, and he talked about value or different shades and tones of the same color, the same hue. And then last week we talked to R.J. Thompson from the North Arts Collective, and he also talked about his use of color and just how you can lighten a color and darken a color and the different effects you get. And then just hearing your description of color is incredible as well. Just 3 different artists, 3 different perspectives. One of the things that our school is doing now at Paragon Mills Elementary is talking about catching people reading, because we're really trying to practice and really love literature and literacy. What are some of your authors or books that really inspire your artwork?
I will say that I'm not sure if a lot of the books I read necessarily inspire my work, but the ones that I read a lot, Khalil Gibran is one of them. I like his sayings, his writings, the poems in which he talks about life, and he's creating this portrait, if you will, of a person, of teachers, of women, of love, and how he describes life and how he describes the universe are really impactful. It kind of makes me think of, we were talking about the use of the image as a symbol, as something that relates to something else. His work tends to relate to use a lot of symbols that relate, to maybe how I'm feeling or different conversations that I have with people, because I think words are so powerful. The fact that they're on the paper and then you can speak them, you can read them, they come alive and create this whole image for you. So that's a lot like painting, and whether it's painting in a public space or painting at home on a canvas. He's definitely a favorite of mine, Khalil Gibran.
Wow, yeah. I am definitely gonna look him up.
Yeah.
Well, I love doing these because I'm always learning different things, and especially different art projects to create myself, and then for you all to create. And I love that Lakesha mentioned collage, so I think that would be a fun one to do this week. If you all can go around your homes, maybe go around your neighborhoods. I know we've been working a lot with sticks and flowers and stones, but maybe instead of just creating one work of art with one single material, let's do a collage. Maybe see if you have newspaper or magazines that you have permission to use from your family members, and create a work of art that inspires you. Maybe you want to create something about nature, or maybe something that you just create on your own by your thoughts. Well, thank you. Thanks, Lakesha, for joining us. Thank you, Paragon Mills artists, and hope to see you very soon.